It's either too hot or too cold. There's no middle. It's like too hot, too cold. I hope they have. Yep.
Okay.
Oh dear. Without our knowledge and expertise, our new friends will be hard-pressed to contend with a foe for whom death is but a minor inconvenience.
You will pay for what you have done! With blood!
Hello everyone, welcome to E3 2018, the Letter from the Producer Live, our special edition. It's an exciting show. We have some exciting and fun announcements to talk about.
Yes.
We have a lot to talk about, I'm sure. My name is Matt Hilton. I will be the MC of this fun show, trying to make sure we keep on time and we don't run out of time. But of course, I am joined, as always, by the producer and director of Final Fantasy XIV, Mr. Naoki Yoshida.
プロデューサー兼ディレクターの吉田です。よろしくお願いします。自己紹介しようと思ってたらマットに言われちゃって。
Producer Director Naoki Yoshida here. I thought I was going to do like a full-on introduction, but I mean, you said most of it already. So.
I mean,
Hi guys.
Yeah, that's all you need is hi guys. That's the Yoshida greeting. Everybody knows producer director.
まああゆみさんもせっかくだから。
Hello, 通訳を務めさせていただきます徳武あゆみです。I'm here to translate for Mr. Yoshida today. Yeah.
All your fans are watching. I
Fans, oh my gosh.
a lot
なん
of
かファン
fans.
がいるって恥ずかしい。
So famous. But yeah, thank you guys for joining us.
嬉しいでも。
Like I said, we do have a lot to talk about. So I'll give you a quick rundown of what we're going to be speaking about today. So again, we are live from the E3 venue. The doors just opened.
Yes.
And we literally saw people running by, so I'm sure that's safe and not a fire hazard at all. But yeah, let's talk about what we're going to be discussing. So we're going to be talking about, of course, the Monster Hunter World collaboration.
Yes.
Everybody has been excitedly discussing over on the
まあ
internet.
いよいよねE32018 もたった今開幕したところで、まあ一発目の放送でいろいろ14の話ができるのはとても嬉しいです。
But yeah, 2018 E3 has finally opened their gates, and it just literally started just moments ago. So, and the first program here is about Final Fantasy XIV, a great opportunity to showcase what we're doing here.
Yeah, it's exciting.
で特にこの1週間はすごい14いろいろあって、まあ、パッチ 4.3 がリリースされて、で先日、まあ、超高難易度絶アルテマウェポン破壊作戦がリリースされて、まあ、レイドレース 5日で、決着がついてね、本当に参加した皆さんお疲れ様でした。あと今攻略中の、ね、人たちもあともう少しだと思うので、頑張ってほしいなと思います。
Yeah, we have a really eventful week for Final Fantasy 14.
It has been.
We had our patch 4.3 released, and then we've been seeing the race to beat the Ultima. Sorry, tongue twister here. Ultimate. Sorry, there are people still participating in it, and I'm sure people are still sort of fighting to win. So we want to encourage those folks that are participating in the battles there too.
Keep giving it your all.
ただすげえ睡眠時間でやってたっていうのを見たので、これからもレイドを作っていくけど、死なない程度にやってね。
But yeah, I've noticed some players are just.They're not. I don't know when they're sleeping when
I don't know either.
Playing these. So I mean, we will continue to create really hardcore raid content, but please just don't kill yourself over this.
Yeah, for legal reasons, please sleep. It's very important.
Yes.
It's very important.
睡眠大事ですね。
今回のアルテマに関しては結構ギミックの謎解きが多くて、正解ルートかなと思えば実は違っていて、最初からタッグを全部作り変えなきゃいけなかったりとか、そこら辺は意図的にかなり作ったので、そういったところは楽しんでもらえたんじゃないかなとは思ってます。
What's cool about Ultimate is that there's a lot of like brutal sort of elements in our game mechanics. What you may have thought was the right path to take suddenly was not. So you have to sort of re-strategize and sort of set up your
beginning.
Yeah. So and it was very intentional for that battle, and so I'm hoping that we're hoping that the players enjoyed that.
Yeah, I think.
1点だけやっぱ反省点もあって、そのタイタンのフェーズでジェイルに囲まれるプレイヤーがツールで最初にジョブが分かるっていうのに関しては結構反省点なので、またああいったところも対策をしてね、きっちりまた面白いできるだけ公平なレイドをねまた作っていきたいなとは思います。
One thing that the development team has taken away as a learning point, so to speak, during the Titan phase, when the players sort of captured and sort of the jail type of thing, and there were a tool that was utilized to figure out the jobs ahead of time, and so that was something that we took to heart as like a learning point to reflect moving on, and we want to make sure that this is going to be made fair for all of our players.
そしてなんといってもね、つい先日モンスターハンターワールド日本が誇るねビッグタイトルとコラボレーションが発表できたのでとても嬉しく思います。
And one other major announcement that we made this moments ago was the Monster Hunter World collaboration. It's Monster Hunter is such a large franchise in Japan as well, and so we're so excited to have this big title sort of in collaboration with us.
でせっかくなのでそのモンスターハンターワールドとのコラボレーションを話をしていきたいんですけど、せっかくなのでスペシャルゲストをお呼びしたいと思います。
But yeah, with the collaboration, we would love to talk a little bit about it. But what great opportunity do we have? We would love to bring in a special guest for this programming.
モンスターハンターワールドプロデューサーの辻本良三さんにお越しいただいてます。
So Mr. Ryozo Tsujimoto, Monster Hunter World producer.
Come on down.
こんにちは。どうぞ。
いよいよ E3 が始まりました。
そうですね。ちょっとマイクをセットしてもらって。
E3 has started. If we can have the microphone set up for Mr. Tsujimoto.
Man, I didn't get mine set up. I had to do it myself.
We have a special guest.
Yeah, I'm not special. I'm just one day I'll be a special MC.
Special MC.
I'll be
We'll
like,
have your entourage sort of make.
ご挨拶をぜひプレイヤーの皆さんにお願いします。
モンスターハンターワールドの、プロデューサーの辻本です。よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。
Monster Hunter World producer here, Ryozo Tsujimoto. Nice to meet you, everyone.
よろしくお願いします。
Welcome.
ちょっとアウェーですけど、リラックスしてくださいね。
一応ブースも横なので。
そうですね。
Yeah, it's kind of outside of his realm right now, being in the Square Enix booth. But of course, Capcom's booth is right by the Square Enix booth, so we're neighbors. We're close.
ずいぶん長く準備を実は
そうですね。
お互いしてきて、今回先んじて我々 発表させていただいて、
そうですね。
やっぱ反響かなり大きいです。
ありがとうございます。
Yeah, we've been in preparation for a long time for this collaboration, and Final Fantasy XIV got an opportunity to announce first, but yeah, the reaction has been really wonderful. It's
Yeah.
a big reaction.
It was really big.
ね。
本当にすごい反響でした。
ありがとうございます。でですね、ここで
ほう。
初出しする予定だったものが
いやいや初出しですよ。
ちょこっと出てる部分もありますけど、今日今からここが本当に正式発表しますので、ちょっとその映像を見ていただけたらと思います。
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much for your reaction. But we also brought some well footage. It is world premiere. Supposed to be world premiere. Yes, it's going to be world premiere
World
here.
premiere.
ちょっと出てるやつあるかもしれないけど、それも
あれ
全然
多分ね違うやつ。
無視して
あれ違う
If
や
you felt like you've seen it before, ignore that. This is our world premiere right
The
here.
world
じゃあ
premiere.
正式発表します。これです。
Officially announced here.
つ。じゃあカメラに向かってよろしくお願いします。急出しを。
じゃあ映像の方お願いします。
All right, let's roll the footage.
Right.
すごい。
はい。
That was
あり
awesome.
がとうございます。
Awesome. Yes.
というわけでですね、
はい
なんとスクエアエニックスブースでカプコンさんのゲームの映像が流れるっていう。
そうなんですよ。
Unbelievable. We have a Capcom title
game.
shown at Square Enix booth.
しかもうちのブースが横にあるのにここで初発表というね。
そうですね。
Capcom's booth is literally right next
Yeah.
to Square Enix's booth, and
We're close
Square
friends.
Enix was the one to premiere the footage. So yeah, such wonderful.
はいこれねでも僕と吉田さんが仲いいのでこういうのがガンガン実現するというのはありますけどね。
But yeah, Mr. Tsujimoto and Mr. Yoshida are definitely close. They have a good relationship, so it's a great opportunity, and it's smooth to be able to do such a collaboration like
Yeah.
this.
まあ今回そのご覧いただいて
はい
分かる通り、まあ14側にはリオレウスが
はい
襲来、
はい。
でなんとファイナルファンタジー側からはベヒ
ベヒモス
モスが
がモンスターハンターワールドの世界にやってまいりますということで、僕が持っているコンシューマーのアクションのシリーズのモンスターハンターでは初めてモンスターコラボでモンスターを登場させますと。
そうですよね。
So as you can see in the footage from the Final Fantasy XIV side, or actually in Final Fantasy XIV, you will have Rathalos
Yep.
Appear from the Monster Hunter realm, and then on the flip side, Monster Hunter World will have Behemoth
Yeah.
appear as your sort of battle content there, and so. As a title that Mr. Tsujimoto has worked on as one of the action titles that he's on, this is sort of like his first collaboration between the monsters appearing.
Oh, different titles.
Yeah.
Wow.
いやずっとねまあそれこそクリエイティブディレクターのまあカプコンサイドですごい大事にしてきてるじゃないですか、生態系とか世
あそうですね
界観とか、まあ今回ね、もうやるんだったらガチで行こうってね、
そうですね
言ってもらって。
はい。
But with the Capcom side, I'm sure the creative directors had worked really hard, and in Monster Hunter World, they pay very close attention to the environment of the monsters, making sure that the ecosystem
Yep.
is set up properly, making sure that the monsters are appropriately sort of represented in the game. So I'm sure if we were to do a collaboration, it's something that is very serious, and we are making sure that we're paying respects to the characters that appear.
ねうちのスタッフもやっぱりせっかくやるんだったって言ってすごいやっぱ気合入っているので本当に先ほど言ったようにモンスターが登場するので 初めてですし、なかなかやっぱりどういう動きしてくるのかなとか皆さん気になると思いますので、かなり気合いの入ったコラボになってます。
Yes, definitely. On the Capcom side too, our staff members are really excited about this opportunity, and they're putting their all into doing this collaboration. So it's their first time having a monster sort of appear in across the two titles, and so I'm sure players also will be very curious about how they're going to be moving within the game as well. So again, we put a lot of thought and a lot of effort into bringing this to.
マットから聞きたいことがあると思うんで。
Matt, I'm sure you have lots to
I have
ask.
a lot of questions. So I'm sure people watching too. I mean, are fans of both series. Or how did you both meet? Like, how did this collaboration come to be? Just walking down the street one day and you just bumped into each other.
本当にファンの人たちもすごい気になるとは思うんですけれども、そもそもコラボのお話をする前にお二人がどのようにして出会ったのかっていうのが気になりますが、いかがでしょう。
モンスターハンターポータブル
セカンド
ぐらいの時ですよね。
そうですね。
なんか一緒に飲みながら
そう
ポータブルをみんなでプレイしてる。
そうでまさかのカプコン側が落ちるっていう
スクエニ側2
そう
人、カプコン側プロデューサーとディレクターが揃って、で僕まだ当時ドラゴンクエストの開発やってて、で一緒に飲みながらプレイしたんだけど、まあ、カプコンの2人が3落ちしてクエストがフェイルするっていう
ありましたね、ありました。
It was back when it was the second portable Monster Hunter game, and it was they were drinking, they were having drinks and just having a good time, and they were playing Monster Hunter, the portable game, and we had members from Square Enix as well as Capcom. There was 2 people from Square Enix, and then the producer and director on the Capcom side, and Yoshida-san was still on the Dragon Quest team doing the development for that side at that time. But yeah, you had people Square Enix versus Capcom. And then Capcom side, there were 3 people that dropped out and they failed the quest.
確か配信された当日ぐらいの金獅子みたいやつなんですよね。
そう
ね。
そうですね。多分ラージャン2頭が
ラージャンっていうモンスターを2頭同時討伐のやつです。
There was actually it might have been streamed actually.
Oh, really?
But they were fighting 2 different monsters, Rajan, and then they were trying to battle 2 different monsters.
もうだから10年ぐらい前です。
So about 10 years ago now.
Wow.
すごいです。
And your friendship just carried along into this new collaboration.
でそこからずっと友情が保たれているという感じで。
そうですね。そこからはまあ定期的に食事行ったりとかして、まあいろんな話とかをしたりとかしててですけどね。
そうですね。
Yeah. Over the years, we would still go out frequently, just have dinner or like talk over things like that. Yeah.
So I guess the next question would be then, how did you take that that friendship and the mutual respect for each other's titles, and then how did you decide, let's do a collaboration, let's actually make this collaboration work, put your monster in my game, and how did that actually kick off?
はい、じゃあその関係性を持ってでそしてもちろんお互いの作品にすごいリスペクトを持っているかと思われますけれども、実際にその2つのタイトルで何かコラボレーションをしようと思ったきっかけっていうところを教えていただけますか。
実はこの約束ってもう8年近く前なんですよ。
We actually made that promise about 8 years ago.
Wow.
僕が14の 1.0 を引き受けた時に、アナウンスを世界中にした時、たまたまイベントで久しぶりに会った時に、すごい怒ってて良三さんがなんでそんなキャリアを無駄にするようなことをするんだって言ってすごい怒ってて。
This was when Mr. Yoshida had been assigned, or he's kind of stepped up to take over Final Fantasy XIV and the rebuilding from 1.0. And after I had made that announcement to the world, it was at a particular event. Just so happened that Mr. Tsujimoto was there, and he was angry. He was angry because he was saying, "What are you doing to your career? You're going to be such a waste, such a shame to be doing this."
でその時にでも本気でやるっていうなら、いつかいくらでも協力するからっていうふうに言ってもらったんだけど、僕からするとやっぱりあの状態の14でモンスターハンターと何かコラボレーションしても力を借りるばっかりになっちゃうので、それができる ようなゲームにちゃんとカムバックしてからぜひやろうって話をしていて、それがワールドにつながったって感じですよ。
But of course, at that time, Mr. Tsujimoto told Mr. Yoshida, saying, "Well, if you are very serious about rebuilding Final Fantasy XIV, Capcom is willing to help. Please let us know what we can do to help." And so, but at that time, I thought to myself, well, if I were to work with Capcom on Final Fantasy XIV, in the state of 1.0, it would have been. We would have probably been piggybacking on Capcom's back the whole time. So Yoshida wanted to first make the game come back and revive so that it's in a good state, rebuild it first, yes, definitely. And then things progressed, and then it led to Monster Hunter World.
でうちもモンスターハンターも今までって結構日本では結構名前知ってくれてる人も多かったんですけど、ちょっと広げてみてワールドワイドで見るとやっぱりまだまだそんな知名度も高くなかったんですけど、今回のモンスターハンターワールドっていうのはこのワールドワイドですごく、同日発売をしたりとかすごく展開しているので、こちらとしても逆に言うとそのワールドワイドを展開する今のタイミングで一緒にやらせてもらった方が多分FF にとってもすごく何か返せるのかなというところがあって、今回、お互いのそういう気持ちが一致してという形になりますね。
And of course, with Monster Hunter and Monster Hunter World, the franchise is fairly well known in Japan. Thank you for that. But with looking at it from a global perspective, it may not be as well known outside of Japan. So, but with Monster Hunter World, this time we were able to ship the title simultaneously around the world, and we felt that it would be a great opportunity with the momentum of Monster Hunter World and Final Fantasy XIV doing something together at this timing. Capcom also felt that we can give back to Final Fantasy as well in that timing. So I think both parties and our sort of feelings kind of came into alignment, and then this collaboration happened.
モンスターハンターワールドがそれこそまだ発表される前から世界と戦いに行くんだってクリエイティブディレクターの藤岡さんからも聞いていて、もうその時こそっていう話をかなり早くからしてもらってたので、実はすごい本当に長い約束がようやく果たせたかなっていう感じです。
But yeah, even before the title was announced, the creative director, Mr. Fujioka, was also talking about how with Monster Hunter World, they're going to take on the world, and they were very excited about going out and expanding into the world. And there were talks about between us as well from an early stage, and so it's great that now we're able to sort of fulfill that promise that we had made to each other a long time ago after all these years.
一番初めのこの話したら新宿の焼肉屋でこの話をして、
そうですね。
その後2人でまたバー行って2人で飲んでずっと話してます。
はい。
Yeah, he recalls that when we were first talking about doing something together, it was at a yakiniku barbecue place in Shinjuku. We're just talking over dinner, and then we got excited about it, and we went to a bar next and just talked it even more over drinks. So
Seems like a lot of decisions are made in Japan over drinks. I think that I've learned that drinking is very important for business meetings.
なんか結構日本だと飲みながら何か話が決まるっていうのが結構多いですね。
多いですね。
すごい学びました。
はい、なんか結構ね、やっぱりそういうところで話が進むこともやっぱりあって、なんで結局結構ちゃんと個室を取らないとダメなんですけど、
そうですね。
危ないんで。
But yeah, I mean, yeah, sometimes that's where talks happen, how conversation progress, and so, and I mean, of course, we have to allocate resources for it, but yeah.
やっぱり開発者なんでみんなその夢を語るときちょっとお酒が入ってないとね、なかなか、会社でお互いね何もなくこういきなり夢語るのちょっと辛いんで。
But I mean, we're all developers here, and we're talking about like dreams and hopes. You know, you need a little bit of liquid courage, so to speak.
That's how you get over
and so,
it.
Yeah, it's in a sort of rigid corporate structure. It's kind of tough to talk about like dreams and hopes. You know.
I can imagine. So I know, like you said, you know, as soon as we announced this, and especially after showing the Capcom trailer, I'm sure players have a million questions. You know, they want to know more details. They want to know everything you can tell them. But I know I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't try to get some more information. from the collaboration.
はい、そうですね。今回も発表もありましたし、ティザートレーラーも流しましたけれども、本当にファンの人たちはすごいどんな詳細になるのかっていうのは気になるところだと思うんですけれども、もちろんどこまで話せるかっていうのは微妙なところだとは思いますが、司会進行としてやはり少しでも何かしらの情報が欲しいなと思いますが、いかがでしょうか。
まずでも条件がすごい。
いやでも今回今の話したように、そもそもやろうっていうきっかけがもう7年8年前からで、お互いもう世界で勝負をするぞっていう気合でやってきていて、僕もモンスターハンタープレイヤーだし、モンスターハンターワールド側にも14プレイヤーたくさんいるので、もうガチ勝負をしようと。
But yeah, we mentioned people might have taken notice about the condition to play the content, but I mean, considering this idea came about 7 to 8 years ago, and both parties were very excited about expanding into the world. We're going to take on the world with our titles, respective titles, and of course, Yoshida is an avid Monster Hunter player, as well as their team members on the Monster Hunter team who are very fond of Final Fantasy XIV as well, and so. If we're going to collaborate, might as well let it be a very serious sort of a core content.
せっかく今回ね、まさにモンスターハンターを、ずっと背負ってきたモンスターであるリオレウスが来るって言ってるのに、レベル15のクエストとかはないでしょ。
I mean, yeah, Monster Hunter has had Rathalos, like a very prominent monster in the franchise, and you wouldn't want it to appear as like a level 15.
Level
sort of
15.
ないないない。だからレベル70でグレンドリベレーターのシナリオ終わってないと参加できない。だからもうエンド側にいるので、もうでもハンターの皆さんさ、もうハンターランク完走してるでしょ。レベル70ぐらい余裕だよ多分。
But I mean, yeah, so we're going to have this. You have to be level 70 in order to play. You must have already completed Stormblood.
Yep.
So it is an end game content, definitely. But I mean, if you're a hardcore sort of hunter, then I'm assuming that your hunter rank has already been maxed out. And so level 70 Final Fantasy XIV content would probably not be that big a challenge, right?
だってそれで言ったらワールド側のベヘイモスだって
今ねやばいっす。僕この前もちょっとチェックしてきたんですけど、むちゃむちゃします。
Oh yeah, also goes for Monster Hunter World side, the behemoth that appears there. Mr. Tsujimoto says it's crazy, it's pretty crazy. So he's checked it, he's reviewed it, and yeah, it's quite an undertaking.
Nice.
これE3 から帰ってまたテストプレイするんですけど、その時3時間取ってくれって言われてて。
Mr. Tsujimoto is going to go back to his home office after E3 and going to be playtesting again. And he says, allocate for me 3 hours to test this.
あと凄腕ハンターを集めてくれって言われてるんですよ。
And then have really good hunters together with me to fight together.
いや僕チェックしますけど、やばいっすよね。
やばいっすね。あれはやばい。
やばいっすね。
やばい。
Yeah, Yoshida will also be checking, but yeah, it's pretty crazy, definitely.
Nice.
でこっちもそのもうベヒモス、データもお渡しするけど、好きなように尻尾は切れるわ、角は折れるわ、V 破壊めちゃめちゃにやってくださいってお願いしたんで。
But yeah, with Behemoth, so the 14 team had told Capcom side, we will provide you with the data asset that you needed, but feel free to just blend it into your world. If you need to have its tail be cut off, or the horns being broken off, or if you need to sort of harvest it for the different parts, please do so.
Behemoth.
Behemoth が
やっぱりうちもやっぱりお互いがやっぱりお互いのやっぱチームを信じてるところもあるので、結構もうお任せしますみたいなのがやっぱ多くなってきますね。
Yeah, both parties have that sort of trusting relationship between each other. So, yeah, we will defer to sort of like each respective teams in their sort of sensibilities.
お互いそれぞれのその、モンスターを討伐したら一体どんなリワードがもらえるのかとかは、この後その発表また7月に入ってからとかねやっていくと思いますけど、リワードもね期待してもらっていいですよね。
And of course, the rewards that you may be able to obtain from both of these monster battles. Of course, we will be revealing more information as they become available once we go into July timing. And so, but yeah, I think you won't be disappointed.
もうなんかお互いそのニュープレイヤーを交換しようみたいな考えはあんまりなくて、お互いの凄腕光の選手と凄腕光のハンターでもうガチ勝負すんぞっていう感じですね。
Yeah, I mean, I feel weird for saying this, but we're not in it for like exchanging with each other sort of new player base. It's more about serious warriors of light and serious hunters going into each other's battle content and just being a very
experiencing
challenging content. Yeah.
そうですね。やっぱりあとさっきも言ったように個人的に言うともう本当に8年ぐらいの前の約束なんで、すごく気持ちが入ってますし。すごく素晴らしいものを皆さんに届けられる自信はあります。
But yeah, of course, Mr. Tsujimoto personally, this is something that he has had on his heart for about 8 years, and it's a promise that he had made, and so he has a lot of love put into this content, and he's very confident that this is going to be a great sort of challenge for the players to enjoy.
まあこれからだいたい実施までまだね1ヶ月ちょっとあると思うので。お互いそれぞれの、頂点を極めてもらうには時間が十分あるのでね、今から始めても余裕でしょう皆さんだったら。
But yeah, before the content launches, we have about a little bit over a month. So for those who are eager to test out their sort of strength on this content, there's still some time to sort of brush up on your skills and be at your best. So.
もちろんこれからの情報公開期待してもらいたいし、例えばファイナルファンタジー14チームがモンスターハンターのバトルをどうやって8人で戦うバトルにアレンジしたのかだったり、逆にベヒーモスが果たして
アクションとして
そうどう、これはねお互いちょっとクレイジーなことやっぱりやってるんで楽しみに待ってほしいです。
Yeah, we hope players will be looking forward to more information that we reveal as they become available, but things to look out for. We have Final Fantasy XIV team trying to adapt or sort of merge a Monster Hunter battle content that's experience with an 8-person party. How is it going to be sort of adjusted into Final Fantasy XIV? And on the flip side as well, with Behemoth, how would Behemoth battle come to take place in an action game? You know, we're both doing really crazy things, so yeah, we're hoping that the players would be very excited for the content.
じゃあ良三さんもお忙しいのでもうそろそろ時間だと思うんですけど
プ
レイヤーの皆さん、ハンターとね光の選手の皆さんにぜひ。
So of course, Mr. Tsujimoto here is pretty busy, so I'm sure he'll need to. Yeah, but if we can have a couple of words to our fans and viewers out there.
先ほどもありましたけどこのコラボやっぱり実現するまでも8年ぐらいやっぱりかかりましたけど一番やっぱり皆様にいいものをお届けできる一番いいタイミングでコラボレーションできたと思っています。でお互いの作品をリスペクトしてそれのコラボってどんな風な実現になるのかというのを皆さんぜひ楽しみにしていただきたいと思いますし、まだまだ詳細は今後も出していきますので今後の情報もぜひご期待ください。
So as mentioned earlier, this collaboration took about 8 years from concept to this actually happening, but we are very confident that we are putting together this experience, the best experience that we can deliver to our players at the best timing that we feel, to collaborate with two wonderful titles, and we both respect each other's games, and so we're hoping that the fans will look forward to how these are going to play out in each respective title. And we'll continue to bring information as they become available. So yeah, I hope people get excited. Yeah, stay tuned.
それではモンスターハンターワールドプロデューサーの辻本良三さんでした。ありがとうございました。
Thank you so much, Mr. Tsujimoto. Thank you.
それではまた。ありがとうございます。
He's got to get back to work.
仕事に戻らないとですね。
お互いインタビューがねたくさんあるんで。
Yeah, both parties have a lot of media interviews lined up.
Especially after that video. All right, so we are not done yet. We still have some more things to discuss. We do want to jump into Q&A. We've been gathering some questions from the North American English-speaking community on the forums. We've gathered quite a lot, and we're going to go through them. So without further ado, let's jump right into them. All right. So I'll give you the tough ones first. Trust me, these are the highest, the hardest ones first.
Okay.
Okay, so one of the big questions we got was players feel that the character creator feels limited.
キャラメイクが制限されている。
And they,
制限はしてないよね
and they ask if there's any plans to update or to overhaul the character creation in 5.0.
なので 5.0 でキャラメイクの、アップデートだったり何か。
ちょっと待って 5.0 って発表してないじゃん
Wait a minute. 5.0 we haven't even announced such a thing.
5.0? I was just guessing probably.
いや別に制限しているわけじゃなくてやっぱり14のグラフィックスクオリティで、あれ以上そのパーツを増やしていくと、通信量が増えてしまったりグラフィックスの破綻が大きくなって結局装備を作るスピードが遅くなったりするのでちょっと今の仕組みのまま増やすのは難しいとは思います。
We are not intentionally sort of limiting the character creator,
Sure.
But of course, considering the level of quality of the graphics that are available in Final Fantasy XIV, and having too many sort of branches that are available in the creator might affect the amount of data that is being transferred, first of all, as well as sometimes the graphics might fall apart in some situations, which could slow down the creation of different gear. And so at this time, we don't have plans to sort of update, so to speak.
まだ予定はないけどその何かこのままその14がさらに長く続いていった時に例えばグラフィックスエンジンをさらにパワーアップさせようみたいな時にもしかしたら検討するかもしれない一緒にだからもっと長いスパンでちょっと考えておいてほしいかな。
But of course, at this time, again, we don't have any sort of plans at the moment. But considering in the long run, as we are operating and managing 14, and when we start to talk about do we consider doing any sort of bolstering up of the global graphics engine and whatnot, if that kind of conversation does come up, that might be something to consider in conjunction with. So it would be more of a long-term sort of picture.
Okay. All right, next question. Would the team consider making all MOG station items account-wide?
モグステーションのオプションアイテムをキャラ単位ではなくアカウント全体に配布されるように変更していただくことは可能ですか？
それをですねアカウント単位でやる仕組みがキーが必要でそのキーの数がもう残り少なくてできるだけ高額なマウントとかに関してはそのキーを消費してそのアカウント単位にするようにしてるんですけど全てをするのはもう物量的に今不可能な状態なので、ちょっと全部っていうのは難しいですね。できるだけやっぱり高額なものとかはそうしようとは思いますけどどうしてもたくさんのそのモグステーションでアイテムを提供しようとするとキャラクター単位が増えちゃうのは現状そういう仕組みになってしまっているので。
Yeah, if we were to provide an in-game item that is distributed account-wide, we require a specific key to issue those in-game items, and I'm afraid those key we're starting to run out of stock, so we're trying to limit it so that we're providing these for mounts, the bigger ones, things that are associated to a more higher price tier, and so if we were to make this account-wide for all of the items that we provide, I'm afraid it's just physically difficult in order to accommodate for so many different items that we are making available on the MOG station. And unfortunately, that's how our system is set up at the time. But again, we will try to focus in on the more sort of higher price tier items.
Okay, makes sense. So this next one starts off with a statement. So I am looking forward to the new deep dungeon in Eureka, but neither of those were included with patch 4.3 and are coming later. Could you please consider including some of this more time-consuming content in the base patch in the future?
はい、コメントと質問なんですけれども、こちら、ディープダンジョンやエウレカのコンテンツを非常に楽しみに毎回していますが、今回のその 4.3 のメジャーパッチよりも後に実装、4.35 とかに実装されるコンテンツがいくつかあります。 これらのコンテンツはなんだろう結構プレイするのにやり込む時間がかかるようなプレイ、コンテンツとなっていますので、そのベースとなるそのメジャーパッチアップデートと同時に実装していただくことを検討していただけないでしょうか。
いや、それは意図的にそのメジャーではなく、そのメジャーの後のマイナーアップデートにそのコンテンツを配置するようにしていて、やっぱりメジャーのタイミングで全てのコンテンツを入れてしまうと、もう遊ぶものが多すぎて、また人によっては全部を一気に消化しようとしてしまって、次のメジャーパッチまでの間に新しいコンテンツがないっていう状態になってしまうので、やっぱり長くコツコツ遊べるようにリリース時期をあえてずらしているっていうのがまず一つの理由。
So actually, we have a deliberate reason why we have some of the content released following a major patch update. We call them minor updates, but that's one of the reasons is because if we include everything in our base patch, there'll be so many different things, too many things to play at the sort of release of the major patch update. And depending on the player, some players might like to sit down and do all of the content all at the same time. And so once that has been consumed, we would have a gap, so to speak, until our next major patch update. Yeah, so we have deliberately made it so that some of the content has been staggered into the schedule.
でもう一つは例えばエウレカ次のパゴス編で渡す武器っていうのの強さがつくよみと同時実装だと強くできない、なぜならつくよみ行かなくてもいいじゃんって話になっちゃうので、やっぱり武器の強さをある程度強力にしてあげるためにもリリース時期を後ろにずらさないと、そのコンテンツのアイテムの寿命がおかしくなってしまうので、そういう意図もあります。
The other reason is, say for example, the Eureka content and the Pagos weapon. If we make it, if it's included at the same time as the major patch and Tsukuyomi timing, then people will forego going to Tsukuyomi because you can have the Pagos weapon ahead of time, and it would sort of throw off the balance in terms of bolstering your weapons as well and your item levels as well. So that's why another reason why we have to sort of shift the timing.
Makes sense. So speaking of, I know we have some things to maybe showcase here during the discussion about next deep dungeon.
そうですね。4.3 のお話をしていますので、次のディープダンジョンで、何か情報というか用意されていたというふうに伺っていますが。
ですね。じゃあその次のディープダンジョン雨の御柱で手に入るリワードの一部をちょっと紹介しましょう。
Yeah, actually, for our next deep dungeon or Heaven on High, we do have some information on the reward you can receive.
まあ 4.3 の NPC がもうすでにねこの髪型をしていますが、これがですねプレイヤーのリワードとして用意されてます。
You may have noticed one of the NPCs in patch 4.3 already has this hairstyle, but this will be obtainable. Oh, if we could zoom into the image, thank you. The players will be able to obtain the hairstyle as a reward.
Oh yeah, players notice this.
で、そうこれあれですね、コンテストで応募していただいた髪型ですね。
This is a hairstyle that was submitted as the design contest entry.
で、あとはですね。これはね、北米からもリクエストが結構多かったマウントですね。
All my dreams.
This was requested pretty heavily in the North America region as well. A mount.
堂々マウント。
A dodo mount.
まあ残念ながら羽が小さくて飛べない。
Oh, look at those tiny wings. They maybe can't fly.
まあ嘘ですけど。
Oh god.
Just kidding, but.
People are already posting.
まあ堂々マウントが実装されるので可愛いのでね、ぜひ。これら、まあ他にも当然たくさんリワード用意されてますが、まあ一部新しいリワードありますんで、ぜひね雨の御柱にもチャレンジしてください。
But again, this is one of the few rewards that we'll be able to obtain through the new deep dungeon content. So.
We always show the cute Lalafell on the Dodo, but what about the gigantic Rogadin or
可愛らしいマウントだっていうのはすごい見てわかるんですけども、いつも可愛らしいララフェルが乗ってる状態で素材が出てるんですが、例えばこれがルガディンとか乗ってたらそのなんだろう屈強なルガディンとかが乗ってたらいかがでしょう。
まあだいぶ大変そうではありますよ。
Yeah, I'm sure the Dodo will struggle with somebody so brawny on board.
はい。
All right, let's jump back in. So, this is one we get often. Will Ishgard ever get a housing district?
質問に戻りますけれども、イシュガルドのハウジングエリアが開設されることはありますでしょうか。
クガネを実装してなおやっぱりそのイシュガルドっていう声が大きいから、まあ今のところまだねそんなに簡単にハウジングゾーン作れるわけじゃないので、ただもし次やるとしたら、まあ、イシュガルドなんだろうなとは思ってますけど、もうね決まったら発表するから待ってて。
Of course, even after we have opened up Kugane as our housing region, Shirogane for our new housing district, there are still people who voice their desire for having Ishgard opened up for housing. And to let you know, it's not easy to add housing areas nilly-willy. So at this point, we don't really have anything planned. But I mean, if there were an opportunity to open up more housing or like create a new housing district, I'm sure, logically speaking, it would be Ishgard. But again, once it's decided, we'll announce it. Don't worry. So please stay tuned.
Yeah. You don't have to ask every other month, I think.
そうですね。なんだろう、まあ1ヶ月おきに聞く必要はないですね。
Yoshida knows.
Yes. 吉田さんはちゃんと分かっています。
はい。
All right, next question. So, is there any chance the beginning of the game could be streamlined so that new players can reach the interesting story arcs more quickly?
はい、次は、できれば新規のプレイヤーが早くメインストーリーを楽しめるように最初の部分をもっと短縮してほしいですね。
そうですね。特に ARR の部分に関しては必要なクエストの数を減らしていくつかのメインクエストを短くバイパスするように一回プランはできてるんですけど、ものすごいコストになっていて、もうちょっと時間をください。でもいずれやらないととは思ってます。
Of course, we have investigated on the possibility having fewer sort of required quests in the ARR zones so that we can sort of streamline and sort of bypass, so to speak. And we have planned it out. But we also realize that it does take up a lot of resources and bandwidth. Yeah, so if you could allow for us to have a little bit more time, we do have the intention to do it at some point.
Okay. Thanks. Next question. It still feels like some role actions are completely mandatory, such as protect and shirk. Would the dev team consider removing these from the role actions so that role actions feel more like a choice?
現在シャークとかプロテストが結構なんだろう必須というか結構なくてはならないというふうに思うようなロールアクションがありますけれども、いずれそのなんだろうプレイヤーがちゃんと選択しているそのチョイスとしてロールアクションを組み込んでいるような感じで調整していただくことっていうのは可能性、
まあ、当然その次の大きな、アップデート、エクスパンションかなっていうのにかけてもまたいろいろ変えようとは思いますけど、ちょっとロールアクションに関しては今 4.4 で何か手を入れられないかっていうのをまさに議論している最中なので、何か方向が確定できたら次のプロデューサーレターライブとかでお知らせしていきたいかなとは思います。ちょっとなんかバランスが悪いのは確かに悪いと思ってるので、その根本的な調整はまた別のタイミングでやるにしても、現状もう少し使いやすくっていう部分に関してはメジャーパッチで何か手を入れられないかって話は今ちょうどまさにしてます。
Yeah, I think there were talks and debates, and of course, with any sort of like major big update or an expansion, even there are plans or discussions being had in terms of whether or not we change things or revise things. But at the same time, there is actually a current discussion that's being had in the development team. Is there any way we can sort of address some kind of element at 4.4 timing? And again, they're still debating about it, so we still haven't finalized on what direction we're taking. But once we do have a sort of thought on what direction we want to go in, we would like to take the opportunity to mention it and talk about it during maybe like a next live letter, producer letter live. Because we do understand that there is a bit of the balance might not be optimal, and we do intend on sort of making adjustments to sort of like the core base part of it, maybe at a different timing. But we also understand some of the frustrations that are being brought up, and so we are trying to address it so that it's more easy to use for our players, smoother to play. Thank you.
Gotcha. Okay. Next question. Are there any plans to create a search and application interface for players looking for a free company?
フリカン FC を探しているプレイヤー用にFC 検索だったり FC の申し込みの機能、申し込み書の機能を導入する予定はありますでしょうか？
今 UI チームでその UI をどう作ろうか、もしくはそれをもうちょっとロールプレイっぽくできないのかっていうまさに、企画をちょうどやってる最中なので、次のメジャーとはちょっといかないと思いますけど、近々アップデートがあるかなと思います。そこに関しては。
We are actually having the UI team is considering how do we create it, how do we visualize it, and how do we make it more like you are role playing to do this. And the plans are starting to get drafted, and so we may not make it in time for like a next major patch update, but sometime soon we're hoping that we'll be able to do something.
Okay, cool. Okay, when, if ever, will we be able to replay story instances? Particularly the Battle of the Azim Steppe, but many more noteworthy. Has any progress been made or even started into adding a system of this kind?
メインストーリーのコンテンツ、バトルだったりカットシーンだったりを再び遊ぶプレイをする機能を遊べるようにできないでしょうか。特にそのアジムステップのナダーム戦とかは非常に印象的だったし、他にもいろいろとすごい印象的なバトルコンテンツがあったかと思います。そうやって再び遊べるようにする機能などの開発とかは始まっていますか？予定はありますか？
今いくつかのアイデアを、どうなんて言うんだろう、ゲームに組み込むかっていうディスカッションをしてるので、可能性がないとはもちろん言わない。もう我々もそのリクエストに応えるためにはどうすればいいかって話をしているので、ただまだ今そのシステムの話がちょっとできないので、もうちょっと待ってほしいかな。これはただ少なくとも、そういったことができるようにしていこうっていうのは今もう動きは開発チームの中にあるので、もうちょっとインフォメーション出せるまで待ってもらえると嬉しいです。
We actually have several ideas that are being considered, and how do we sort of incorporate that into the game? So I don't want to say at this point that there's absolutely no possibility, because that's not the case, but at the same time, we're not able to speak too much about any of the systematic things that we are considering, and so I do want to assure players that at least there are some kind of movement that's happening within the development team about how do we address this, how do we sort of respond to the voices that were raised by our fans. And so if we could ask for some more time before we're able to share any information with the players.
Okay, we're getting close on time, but I think we can do a few more in time. Let's see. Are there any plans to update the minion list? It would be nice to see where each are obtained, which ones are missing, and how to get them, those kind of things.
ミニオンリストの更新をする予定はありますか？例えばミニオンをどこで入手できるかだったり、まだ手に入れてないミニオンがあったらの情報が分かるようにする。
とにかく今ミニオンリストはもう分かりにくくなってしまっているので、今修正しているので、作業中です。
In terms of the minion list, we understand that it is quite complicated to grasp, and so we are working to revise it.
作り直します。
We're going to remake it.
Oh, okay. Nice. That's really helpful because I have a ton of minions too.
はい、助かります。
Let's jump down to, can you add a feature to G-Pose that allows players to view their limit break 3s or limit breaks outside of the battle content that they use them in?
G ポーズ、グループポーズの機能でその LB3 リミットブレイクを見れるようにしていただけないでしょうか？
ターゲットがないとね、使えないんですよ、あのアクション。
That action cannot be used unless you have a target.
技術的には多分やろうと思えば可能ではあるけど、 果たしてその全員揃って限界を超えるっていうものをその G ポーズだからって言ってホイホイ使えていいのかっていうのはちょっと気にはなる。でこれはディスカッションしてないわけじゃないです。ただそれなりのやっぱり時間がかかってしまうっていうのは確かで、ディスカッションも行われているよっていうところまでにさせてください。
Technically, just literally speaking from a technical perspective, it's not something that is impossible to do if if it calls for a need. But at the same time, are we able to have players or do we allow for players to all come together and just sort of push their limits? And do we even want to have that sort of feature available so freely, so readily available? And those are points of debate on our side as well. And of course, also on the development team, it's not like we're not having a discussion about it, but it is something that is taking some time. So for this one also, I think we want to ask for more time on this matter as well.
Okay. This is a good one. Will we ever see legacy servers with patch 1.23b made available for those who wish to experience the story?
Oh, which question?
レガシーサーバーをパッチ 1.23b を追体験というかプレイできるようにしていただくことは可能でしょうか。
だってあれを再現しようと思ったら僕らが作り直すために捨てたサーバーをもう一回組み直さないとあの通りにはならないし、やっぱりあの時のシナリオっていうのはその当時のファイナルファンタジー14をそれでも応援し続けてくれた人たちに向けたその瞬間ライブそのものだから、僕が担当してる限りはあれをもう一回っていうのはないかな。ただなんかあの当時の雰囲気を味わえるようなことは何かできたらなとは思うけど、完全再現とかはやるつもりがないですね。
If we were to physically sort of bring that legacy server back, we had to scrap that server in order to sort of rebuild into our new Realm Reborn, and we had sort of discarded that server, and so we would have to rebuild it and to provide it as a playable. But joking aside, the scenario that we had prepared for the destruction of the realm was something that we wanted to give as a gift, so to speak, to our players that have been continuing to play on 14 despite the shortcomings of the original title, and for those who had encouraged us throughout our difficult times. And to them, it's their live experience itself. So as long as Yoshida is on the title, he feels that we don't want to sort of physically, literally bring it back. But of course, that being said, we also would love for the players to sort of experience, or we want to bring an experience that would sort of give off that kind of atmosphere so that you can understand what kind of environment it was. So we might consider something, but at the same time, we will probably not do something that is a complete recreation of that sort of
the
era.
legacy experience. Yeah. Okay, understood. I think this may be our last question, but it's one we've been getting quite often. Are there any updates on allowing players to share housing with their alternate characters?
これは多分最後の質問になると思いますけれども、メインキャラのハウジングをサブキャラでも利用可能にすることについて
それは作業中です。
We are currently working on that.
今まさに作業しているので、いつのパッチでリリースできるかだけちょっとまだアナウンスできない状態ですけど、作業はしているので、もうちょっと待っていただけますか。それは確実に対応はします。
We are working on it. We literally have people working on it as a task. So I'm afraid we can't say at this point what patch timing it's going to be, but we're definitely working on it, and we are definitely going to be able to have that available.
Nice.
ハウジングは今そのアカウントバインドのハウスに対してのアカウントにいるキャラクターのバインドの仕事と、もう一つはそのハウスマネキンっていうのをマーケットとつないで遊んでもらうっていうかなり大きな 今タスクを抱えていて、その2つを作業しているので、どのパッチになるかだけちょっと決められてないので、いずれにせよ作業をしているのでお待ちください。
Of course. So yeah, currently the work that we are handling
ち
is
ょっとね、スタッフがなんか話してて気になるんで聞いてきていい？
I'm
ちょっ
sorry.
と通訳しといてください。
I'm going to continue. Yoshida needs to step out for a second, but we're currently working on sort of making the housing, sort of bind it with the player's account.
Yeah.
And then we're also doing some kind of new system that allows for people to he said house mannequin or maneki?
Mannequins.
Mannequins, okay, to have available as part of the interaction. So again, we're not sure which patch it's going to land on, but we are definitely making progress. We're working on it.
That's good. I mean, players have been asking for that for a while, especially with how excited people are to create their housing. They really want to be able to share it with the other characters. So it's been an important request for a while. So that's good news. I'm sure players will be happy to hear that that's coming soon. Well, it's coming. It's being worked on actively.
Being worked on.
It'll be finalized.
なん
Cool.
か映像がちょっと乱れてるっていうのと、吉田のマイクがネックレスに当たってノイジーだって言ってくれないのに。
Apparently, yes. There were some issues with the footage and as well as the microphone sort of hitting Yoshida's necklace. Sorry about any sort of disturbances for those of you who are watching on the stream.
はい。
Okay. Well, that wraps it up for the Q&A. I think we got through as many as we could. But we still have a lot more to talk about, so I think we should just jump right into it if we're all ready. All right, let's go ahead and switch over to the PowerPoint.
PowerPoint の方に切り替え
We have a lot to talk about when it comes to Fan Festival. So here we go.
ああ、そうですね。はい。
Fan Festival is in 5 months, as I've been reminded constantly. So for those of you who aren't aware, we have announced all 3 of our dates and locations and everything. Recently, Europe announced that theirs is in February 2nd and 3rd, and it's going to be in Paris.
もうあと5ヶ月しかない。
just 5 months.
Yeah, don't say it like that. Say, oh, there's 5 months. Like, oh, wow. 5 whole months.
5ヶ月も。
準備がさ。
But preparation.
5 whole months.
5ヶ月も。
Wow. That's almost half a year. Plenty of time. Okay, come on. I need,
Okay.
Please. Okay, thank you. Okay. So, like I said, we have a lot to talk about for Fan Festival, and I know this next one is something that players have probably been wondering for a long time.
Oh.
So, are you ready? Here we go. Here I'm pressing it. Now.
Go.
So the one of the things that all players from all the different Fan Festival attendees will be able to receive is a brand new mount. It is known as the SDS Fenrir. Here you can see it here. Maybe pretty excited to see that.
日本語で僕がちょっと補足しますが、ファンフェス記念アイテムとして、ファンフェスに参加した方は全員これがもらえると。
So yeah, to commemorate.
通訳しなくて大丈夫かな。日本のプレイヤーに向けて話すから、ずっとパワーポイントにしといてもらっていいよ。
Can we keep it on the PowerPoint?
Players don't want to see us. They want to see
the
in-game items. Trust me.
And just FYI, Yoshida-san will be talking in Japanese, but we will omit the English.
日本だけちょっとね法律の都合上があるので、なんかフェンリルがついてるチケットとついてないチケットを用意するそうなんで、日本だけちょっと特殊ですけど、追って詳細出すんで気にしないでください。で、これはサービスアカウント単位で、手に入ります。
Yep.
はい。
Like we mentioned earlier, the big major items will be service account tied. So this is one of them. All right, up next. Oh, wrong laptop. Up next.
はい。
What a reveal. So again, similar to the 2016-2017 Fan Festival, each region will have a different minion, a unique minion per event. So everyone will get the amount, and then depending on which event you attend, you will get a different minion. We are not ready to reveal those, but feel free to speculate, and I'll expect lots of speculation threads on the forum.
まあこれもファンフェスが近づいてきたらそれぞれのリージョンどんなミニオンなのかっていうのは追って発表していく予定です。
Of course, as the dates get closer, we will be revealing which region will be getting which minion.
All right, and next. So, of course, we will have a fan festival live stream, and it will be streamed in all regions. This time, the stream will be available free of charge, and this time we will broadcast all the stage events except for the concerts will be available to watch.
まあ補足ですけど、今までのファンフェスと、方法を変えました。全てのライブストリームに関してはフリーで見れるようにしますが、ライブ音楽ステージまたやるんですけど、音楽ステージだけ、放送しないと。それ以外のステージは全て、無料で視聴できるようにしようと思います。
Just to supplement on that, we have changed direction in terms of how we're offering the live stream programming. We will have all of the live stream available for free, except for, of course, we are going to be doing live music sort of presentations, and so those segments we will not be broadcasting.
Okay.
Go.
And in addition to attendees being able to receive the 2 in-game items as part of their tickets, we will also be putting up the bonus items on the MOG station for those who are unable to attend the events to purchase.
まあ書かれているこちらは通りですね。チケット取れなかったっていう人が、まあ、マウント買えない手に入らないよっていうことになっちゃうので、ファンフェスを記念してモグステーションでも販売していきますので。まあ、チケット買った方は当然くっついてくるし、まあ、チケット取れなかったよって方はモグステーションで購入をまあ検討してもらえればいいかなと。
Of course, it's as written here, but there may be some cases where you wanted to buy a ticket, but were not able to, and we didn't want people to miss out on the amount in that case. And so, to commemorate the fan festival, we are making the item available for purchase on the MOG station. So, of course, people who do have tickets to attend fan festival, who have purchased the tickets to attend, they will receive the amount as part of their purchase.
And the minion for that region.
Yeah, and the minions as well.
The minion for that region.
For that particular region, sorry, technically.
All right, next. There it is. Finally, we can finally say the tickets will be on sale. Are scheduled to begin on July 10th for the Fan Festival 2018 in Las Vegas. And we will actually be posting an update tonight on Lodestone that will give details on the purchase flow and limits and cost and things like that, which will be really helpful. And in fact, we also are launching right now the North American Fan Festival teaser site, which you can see linked below, which will give you a good overview of the Fan Festival, show you the in-game items again, show you the venue, discounts available for staying at the hotel, and things like that. So make sure you check out the teaser site. Right now is live, and then check out the Lodestone later tonight for all the details on how to purchase tickets.
まあ北米のチケットは数分で売り切れるので、まあ皆さんぜひ7月10日お忘れなく。
The tickets for the North America Fan Festival, I believe, is sold out in a matter of a few minutes. So yes, July 10th.
Yep.
Everybody mark your calendars.
It's we are very excited. We are ready. We are prepared.
5 months.
No. Don't say 5 months. You say, wow, 5 months? You could do 20 fan festivals in 5 months. No.
Okay, go.
Okay. All right, up next, we're introducing for our Japanese players, we're actually going to have a Fan Festival 2018 in Las Vegas tour.
これは僕から説明した方が多分いいかな。
I think we'll have Mr. Yoshida explain this part then.
Perfect.
なんとですね、日本旅行さんとファイナルファンタジー14で、日本からですね、北米のファンフェスティバルにツアーを作ってみようということで、企画が行われております。
So we are in partnership with Nihon Ryoko, Japan travel team in Japan, to put together a tour package for those players in Japan who are interested in coming to the Las Vegas North America Fan Festival.
まあ ラスベガス旅行に14のファンフェスのチケットがアメリカのチケットがくっついてますっていう企画をやってみようかなと。
So we are framing this as sort of like a trip to Las Vegas, or you pay for a tour package for Las Vegas, and then the North America Fan Festival ticket comes as part of that tour package.
次のページに予定があるのでざっと見てみましょう。
It has the sort of overview of the timetable.
こんな感じで11月15日に東京を出てファンフェスをラスベガスで楽しんで、フリーが1日ついてて、ラスベガスから東京へ戻ってくると、弾丸ではありますけど、はい。
Of course, players will be departing out of Tokyo on the 15th of November, and then you'll go into Fan Festival North America for 2 days, and then there's 1 day for free time, and then go back to Tokyo. It's quite a very short sort of schedule, but yeah.
でもアメリカのファンフェスの熱気も素晴らしいので、もうぜひいち早くファンフェスの熱に飛び込んでみたいっていう日本の方はぜひ申し込みを検討してみてください。詳細はまた追って告知したいと思います。
Yeah, the fans in North America and just the environment of the fan festival in Las Vegas and just the sort of passion that you can feel from there is wonderful. It's very amazing. So we're hoping that the Japanese players would consider purchasing a tour package to come visit us in North America as well. But yeah.
Yeah, to see the excitement and the fun that we have at our show. Okay, that wraps it up for our fan festival discussion. I know we had a lot of detail to talk about, but yeah, there's, like I said, tonight we'll be on the Lodestone. We'll be announcing the ticket purchase details. Our teaser site is live now. You can see the in-game items. So a lot of fun, exciting stuff. I know you guys have been waiting very patiently for. Plenty of time, 5 months, 5 whole months.
Okay.
But that's not all. We also have something really exciting that we're going to show off next. Let's talk a little bit about, here we go, the Feast Regional Championship 2018.
Yes. いよいよそのファンフェスでそのリージョンごとのザ・フィーストのチャンピオンチームを決める大会をやっていこうということでロゴも完成したので詳細 NA の大会の詳細をこれからマットに発表していってもらいます。
So of course, with the Feast Regional Championship, as we call it, we will be sort of culminating at the Fan Festival to sort of determine the champion of each particular region. And as you can see, we have finished creating the logo, and so we wanted to show it off here. And then Matt, if you could go into the details of the North America portion of the Regional Championship.
All right, let's dive right in. So, like we mentioned, the Feast Regional Championship will be hosted in each of the fan festivals in each region. So North America will host the NA region championship, Europe, EU as well, and Japan. So let me give you a brief overview of kind of the flow of how it'll all kind of work out. So this is what you guys have all been waiting for, I'm sure. The PvP team prelims will begin in early July. So early July is coming up soon.
Yes.
So be ready for that. The semifinals to decide the champions will be held within each data center itself. And then the top teams that are eligible from those semifinals will be invited to the regional fan festival to have the finals at the show itself. And as it mentions, Square Enix will cover travel, lodging, and fan festival ticket costs for those that are invited to participate in the finals at fan festival.
そのセミファイナル上位の人たちはそのファンフェスに我々スクエアニックスが費用負担をしてご招待しますので、ファンフェスの会場でファイナルを行ってもらおうと思ってます。
Yes, as Matt mentioned, the top players in the semifinals round, Square Enix will be inviting them to come to our Fan Fest and we'll be covering the expenses that are required. And so we wanted players to sort of battle it out and do the final sort of championship at the Fan Festival.
Okay, let's go into a little bit more detail for each of these different points. So as we mentioned, the finals will be held in each of the fan festivals. Of course, Fan Festival in Vegas, in Paris, and in Tokyo. And each of the regional championships that are decided at the end will receive a prize. It says a prize, but we're working to make sure it's a very exciting prize. But of course, further details like rules and regulations and everything will be announced on the Lodestone with the commencement of the preseason or the preliminaries. And also, of course, our legal team makes us include that all tournament details, including procedures, eligibility, and prizes are preliminary and subject to change. But we are really excited. We're heading towards that early July kickoff timing.
まあもちろんね、商品もできる限りの内容を今ねリーガルとやり取りしてるんで、もうちょっとで発表できると思います。あとそのデバイスのレギュレーションとかに関しても今最終の調整をやってるので、まもなくウェブサイトで全リージョンルールを提示できると思いますので、もう少々お待ちください。
In terms of the pricing, of course, we are currently sort of having discussions, including our legal team as well. And so we are trying our best to provide what we can in terms of pricing. So if we could have a little bit more time before we can make announcements on that. Also, we are currently in discussion about device regulations of what you can use to participate. And so all that, once it's finalized, we will have it available on the website for you to peruse. All the rules and regulations will be up shortly.
Okay. Next. So this is going to be kind of a walkthrough of what it's going to be like for the North American Regional Championships from the prelims all the way through to the finals. So the preliminaries will be between the PvP teams. It'll take place in early July, going through mid-August. So it's about a month and a half of the timing. The top 3 eligible teams from Ether and the top 3 eligible teams from Primal will then progress to the semifinals. And the semifinals are scheduled to take place in early September. The semifinal matches between the top teams will be held online, and they will actually be hosted and streamed by Square Enix. So we will actually be streaming those matches, hosting those, emceeing those, doing the blow-by-blows. And the way it'll work is that the top 3 eligible teams from Ether will be doing a round robin amongst themselves, and the top 3 eligible teams from Primal will be doing a round robin between themselves, resulting in the top 2 teams from each data center moving on to the finals at Fan Festival. And speaking of finals, finals will take place at Fan Festival in Las Vegas among the 4 qualifying teams to determine the ultimate regional champion of North America. And you may notice that since North America has Ether and Primal data centers, EU and Japan have a different number of data centers. So the numbers of teams that are going to be going to each of the different fan festivals will be a little bit different, but we're trying to do our best to make sure it's about the same as possible. So it'll vary a little bit, but we'll have full details, like we mentioned, on the Regional Championship website, which is scheduled to launch in early July. Plenty of time to get all those details.
まあ北米はね DC が2つなので、DC の中でそれぞれ上位3チームが、セミファイナルでオンライン大会をやって、そのリージョン上位勝ち抜いた2チームがトータル4チームでファンフェスで激突するっていう形になります。まあこれはノースアメリカ、他の地域は書いてる通りね、DC の数が違うので、それぞれの出場できるだけねルールが均等になるように調整しているので、またそちらは追ってアナウンスしたいと思います。
Of course, as Matt mentioned, we will have the 2 top teams in the top 3 teams from each of the 2 data centers in North America. Will determine the top 3 teams through the online tournament, and then we're going to have the top 2 teams of each data center, so a total of 4 teams battle it out live at the Fan Festival. And as you mentioned, this is for the North America region specifically, because the number of data centers do vary with the different regions. We will have the rules, of course, try to make it as similar and as fair as possible, but the details will be listed up on our website shortly.
So that's a brief overview and a brief look at the Feast Regional Championships. Like we said, we have a lot more to announce on the website, and all those details will be finalized soon. But get ready for early July, all of you that are out there eagerly anticipating these matches.
まあもう最後のねリーガルとの調整をやってるので
Yeah.
ギリギリまでお待ちください。
We are doing our final. We're getting to the final parts of our discussion with our legal team, so
Yes.
just a little bit more time, and then should be good.
It's always good to work with legal.
でまあこの後ねサウンドトラックとかのお知らせがあるので今回ですね北米にね我らがサウンドディレクターが来てるのでせっかくなので呼ぼうかなと思います。
We are going to talk about different merchandise items, including soundtrack as well. So we actually have our sound director here in North America, so I would like to bring him in.
Come on over.
Come on down.
なんでお前着てないのそれ。
Wait, aren't you supposed to wear it?
No, he's wearing it. You can't. Oh, the tag. Never mind. It ruins it.
Did you beat Tsukuyomi?
Did you beat Tsukuyomi?
Did you beat Tsukuyomi?
ソケンさんは倒したんですか、Tsukuyomi?
おとといエクストリームを倒しました。
Just 2 days ago on Extreme.
Nice.
プライマルス。
Ah,
The finals.
perfect.
出落ち感。
すいません。なんか俺いつもこれやってるのにやられる側。
そうつける側なんですよ。つけられる側なんで
We're having his microphone put on there.
まあ時間がないので
サウンドトラック
Sorry, we
が
are
サウ
run
ン
out
ド
of
トラ
time,
ックの
so
宣伝をしよう。
let's talk about the soundtrack.
Yes.
これだ。ストーンブラッドファイナルファンタジー14オリジナルサウンドトラック。カミングスーン。
Yay!
Perfect. Don't even need translation.
通訳出番なしです。
確かに。でまあアディショナルがハテナだったんだけどもう情報解禁ということで、インゲームアイテムがミニオンつくよみがついてますね。
So yeah, I believe
Yeah, this is our.
this is where we're actually
revealing.
revealing what our in-game item is going to be, but it's going to be a minion, Wind Up Tsukuyomi.
Yep.
Did you beat つくよみ？
See now, see, it all ties together. You
そうで
see?
すね。ちゃんと関連づいてますね。
Perfect.
そう
この時間
はいそうです。
Yeah, we planned that totally.
予定通りです。
何曲
105曲。
So how many songs? 105 songs.
Wow.
もう入らないのブルーレイにこれ以上。
We're starting to get to the limit of the Blu-ray disc media.
Wow.
1曲50円。
We are selling tracks individually
安
at.
い。
Oh wait, no, it's 50 yen per track. If you calculate it, it's approximately
that's not
50 yen per track. There you
だ
go.
から配信より安いからこれがいいですよって。
で49.99ドルだもんな。
あ本当だ。
Yeah, it's cheaper to buy it as an album than to go on like iTunes and whatnot and buy it per track. So
音声はハイレゾで入ってて MP3 もついてます。
of course, the sound is in high resolution, very hi-fi sound, and then we also have the MP3 compressed version if you wanted to
Yep.
put it onto your portable device.
もう間もなくですね。
はい、そういうことで
Very
すね。
soon.
Yeah, I'm excited.
そして間もなくといえばさらに何のためにお前が今ここへいるの
そうな
か
んですよ。
Another thing that's coming very shortly, one of the reasons why Soken is here in the first place.
One of the reasons. Yeah.
One of the reasons.
エオルゼアンシンフォニー。
ファイナルファンタジー14オーケストラコンサートまで言えよ。
あ、そっ
You have
か
to。say the full
It's,
title.
yeah, it's the whole thing.
エオルゼアンシンフォニーファイナルファンタジー14オーケストラコンサート2000 2018イエーイ in ドルビーシアター。
Yeah.
まあというわけで今週末ですねついに。
Yeah, it's this weekend.
This Friday and Saturday.
This
Yeah.
Friday and Saturday.
来た方がいいです。
You should come though,
Yes.
definitely.
E3 で14のブース来た方は全員来た方がいいです。
Everybody who's visited the 14 area and the E3 booth should come to this
Yes.
concert.
いやもう E3 来た人全員来た方がいいな。
Actually, we should just have everybody that attended E3
gosh.
come to our concert.
まあもうねやれるかどうかわかんないいつも言ってるけど我々バカなのでとりあえずチャレンジはするけど、次できるかどうかはわかんないんで、
Yeah, I mean, with each sort of challenge that we take on, we don't know if we can actually execute it, but we're just straightforward. We try it anyway.
Yeah.
まだチケットはちょっと若干
もうちょいあるもんね。
はい、もうちょい残ってます。
We still have tickets left though for
Yeah,
both
there-
shows.
Saturday is going fast too, so make sure you guys get
さあ
tickets.
さらにだってしかもさ我々ドルビーシアターでやれるってなったから調子に乗ってこんなイベントまで企画しちゃった。
Because we're going to be at the Dolby Theater, we actually have like an extra event that we're doing right before the concert starts.
読めますよ。ハリウッドレッドカーペットコスプレイウォーク。
いい感じでエコーかかってるのなんか
Oh, we have a bit of reverb here.
Oh yeah, it's SoCan. It's SoCan.
So can someone,
説明をしてくれ
if you could please.
I'll do the explanation myself. So for those of you who are attending the Los Angeles concert, you're able to take part in this really historic event, this chance to dress up in FF14 cosplay and actually walk the Hollywood red carpet at the Dolby Theater. So the Dolby Theater is where they've had huge movie premieres, all these, the Academy Awards were there, so it's like a really exciting chance for our cosplayers, our FF14 huge fans to come out on Saturday to actually walk the red carpet. And even if you don't plan to wear a costume, you can actually come and watch, check out all the awesome costumes that people will be wearing at the show.
まあチケットさえ持ってればどなたでも14だのコスプレだって言い張ればまず歩けるレッドカーペットをね。
So as long as you have purchased a ticket to the orchestra concert, we're not limiting it per se at this point to have a 14 costume. If you're in costume and you want to walk the carpet, and just tell the people there, no, this is part of 14, and you can walk the red carpet as well.
あとはまあチケットがなくてもね見学は普通に自由なので、まあ皆さんお近くの方はぜひですねそのドルビーシアターのレッドカーペットを14のコスプレした人たちが歩くっていうのを見物に来てほしい。
And of course, even if you don't have a ticket, you're more than welcome to come by to just watch the event. It's free to those who want to look on at the people who are on the red carpet. And so, come see. Yeah, take pictures. The people on the red carpet at the Dolby Theater in costume. So we would love for people to come and see as well.
Yeah, and I'll be there. So, Yoshida and SoCan will be there walking the red carpet as well. So this is actually a really cool opportunity because you'll actually be able to walk the red carpet before our special guests come out. So.
まあそれは歩きますよ。
Oh, and special guests will also walk on the red carpet too.
Yep, exactly.
でもなんかそのねどんなコスチュームかどうかはまあ知らないですけど何しましょう。
マジで。
They have not been made aware of what costume to be wearing. What are we going to be doing?
なんなら
What should we do?
なんならスーツは着ていきますよ。
Or should we just
いや
wear a suit?
まあスーツで済むならいいけど。
吉田のスーツが着れるのはドルビーシアターのレッドカーペットだけです。
Having Yoshida dressed up in a nice suit,
Yeah.
スーツなんか
blazer.
一生で何回かしか着たことないから。
貴重で
It's
す。
like a costume,
すごい貴重
Rarely
です。
does he.
いいよ別に。
Rarely does he ever wear a suit.
まあとにかくせっかくのオーケストラコンサートなので、皆さんでね盛り上がっていきたいと思いますので、日本からね E3 にお仕事で来られてる方もいらっしゃると思いますが、ぜひお立ち寄りいただければなと思います。はい。
But yeah, this is a great opportunity. We've never done this before, so we would love for people to participate. If you're here from Japan on work at E3, please feel free to swing by as well.
はい。
もしかしたら両サイドにあるオスカー像がね、もしかしたらマンダビルゴールド
ダメだよ。
Maybe we'll have the Dolby sort of Oscar statues dressed up in Manderville. No, you shouldn't.
No.
ダメだよ。
No, no, we're gonna get yelled
さ
at.
あさらにニュースがあるんで、ちょっとそけんさんそれ取ってくんない？
Okay, next announcement.
あ、そうそう。
Should I go to the slide first, or should we do?
パワーポイント次のスライドに進めますか？
いいよ。
はい。
Okay, we're ready.
All right, let's check it out. The world premiere.
って思うでしょ？
初公開。
ワールドプレミアって言いたいでしょ？
Yeah, this is the
ヨーロッ
first
パのイースト
time
アで
that this is ever being shown. This
Well-
is
But you're
world
But-
premiere.
but
日本語でねおもらしって言うんですよそういうの。
the Japanese word is omorashi, which loosely translates to leak.
本当にねリークっていうかセルフリークだからさも
これが
これがですね、ワールドプレミア、
Okay, so-
生カメいけますか？
Can we switch to the live cam on the thing?
Oh,
Ooh.
これがですね、
wow.
なんとフル稼働、エスティニアンの、
Fully posable Estinian
Yeah.
figure.
14初のあれですね、フル稼働フィギュア第1弾。
This is, I believe, the very first posable action figure. Sorry, I was in the first posable action figure from the 14 Final Fantasy 14 title.
Ah, looks so good.
これがですね、
細けえなこれ。
いや原型師の方、いわゆるそのベースモデルを作る方がですね、大の光の戦士でございまして。
We've been notified that the sculptor or the person who created the the model sculpt is a very avid warrior of light.
You can tell.
思い切ってやってくださいって言ったら、えらいクオリティになりました。
So we encouraged them, please
されている。
put in all the details that you would like. And so, the quality is extremely high.
これ僕何度か監修させていただいたんですけど、直すところがなくてですね、もうその原型師の方はリテイクが来たら負けだと思ってるぐらいクオリティを追求して作ったそうで、ちょっと信じられないです。
And of course, Yoshida does review the progress, but he didn't have any feedback or revision points to point out to our sculptor. And maybe he went into this thinking that if there is any sort of revision points or feedback from Yoshida, he's going to lose this battle. So just the quality and the effort that they've put into this is just amazing.
今かっこよくポーズ取ってるからあれだけど、フル稼働なんで好きなポーズを決めさせられるので。
Of course, we're trying to pose it so that it looks cool for the camera, but again, it is articulated, fully articulated, so you can pose it however you would like.
あとはヘッドも取り替えられるんで。
And then this one is an interchangeable headpiece, so you can exchange it for a version where he doesn't have his helmet on.
You don't have to show it. Oh god.
Oh dear.
Oh god.
素顔エスティニアンバージョンにもできるぞ。
Yeah.
はい
Of course, to have Estinian's face shown, you can switch out the headpiece.
でちょっとパワーポイント戻ってもらおう。
Okay, so we're going to go back to the PowerPoint.
で全リージョンで予約今
Yep.
開始。
あら。
We have started taking pre-orders as of now
はい。
in all regions.
So I immediately after this show is over, I'm going to pre-order my copy, my own version, because I am dying to get this.
結構生産に時間はかかるので、確実に手に入れたいという方はプレオーダーしていただいた方が確実に手に入るかなとは思います。
So because of the production timelines, and it will take some time for this figure to be manufactured, if you want to secure your figure, we recommend that you
Highly
pre-order,
recommend.
yes,
Yeah.
within the pre-order period.
これはね、正直めちゃくちゃかっこいいです。
But yeah, to be honest, it is a really cool figure.
Yep.
これは14ファンじゃなく FF ファンの竜騎士フィギュアとしてもものすごいよくできているので、ぜひね。
Not just for 14 fans, but those, the Final Fantasy franchise series. If you are a Dragoon person, if you love Dragoons, I think this is a very high quality figure that represents the character. So,
そして
and one more,
新しいマーチャンダイジング、
one
ス
more.
プリガンのぬいぐるみですね。
Stuffed Spriggan plushie.
Yep.
これですね。
Ta-da! Trying to see if we can fit his
The
ears.
Note that the stuffed Spriggan does not fly.
意味がね入らないんでね、こうしないと。
実際のスプリガンは飛びません。
はい。
God.
パワーポイントに戻っていいよ。
Okay, we can go back to the PowerPoint.
So again, pre-orders are live now, I believe, in all regions.
こちらもプレオーダー開始してますね。
はい。
Yes.
でこちらはあれですね、購入特典でちょうど品スプリガンのぬいぐるみ、これ自体がハウス家具としてついてる。
Yep.
And then it does come with an in-game item, a furnishing item, a stuffed Spriggan. So literally, you can have a stuffed Spriggan in your house as well as a furniture
Finally.
item.
Finally.
はい。そして 続いてがいよいよこの PLL 最後の情報なのかな。
And the next one should be our last announcement on this PLL.
お待たせしておりますコンパニオンアプリですが、来月7月下旬にリリース予定となりました。
So thank you for your patience. The companion app for Final Fantasy XIV is now slated for release in late July.
アップルさんとかグーグルさんの審査を通さなきゃいけないので日付ってなかなかアプリの場合言いづらいんですけど、下旬を目指して今最終調整に入りました。
Of course, we have to submit this for Apple and Google's review to be up on their respective stores. So we can't specify a date, but again, we are targeting late July release.
とにかく無料機能でいろいろできるので、とにかくフリーでいいから全員使ってほしいです。
But yeah, we have a lot of features available even on the free version. So we encourage players to try it out on the free version. Yeah, for everybody to try it out.
もうとにかく何度も言うけど、フリーでいいから全員使ってほしい。まあフリーなんで。
Yeah, we're repeating ourselves at this point, but again, we would like for all of our players to try this out on the free version because yeah, it's available for free. So.
Exactly.
というわけでそろそろ時間切れですって。
All right.
I think we've run out of time.
Yeah, we're good. All right, so should we come back for our final goodbyes? Hey, there we are. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. It was a long show, a little bit over, but we had to have some special guests here. You know, Soken doesn't get a chance to come on often, and we had our guest from Capcom as well, Tsujimoto-san. We had a lot of fun, a lot of exciting things to announce, but we really appreciate your time. Yoshida-san, could you give us a final?
そうですね、まあ、E3 始まったばっかりで、これからまたインタビュー含めてね、いろんな情報出ていくと思いますので、まだまだ E3 始まったばかり、この週末オーケストラコンサートも含めていろんなニュース出ていくと思いますので、ぜひ全世界のね14プレイヤーの皆さん、この E3 ウィークを楽しんでもらえたらなと思います。
Of course, E3 just begun, but there will be more information that are going to be shared. We do have our interviews that we have lined up, as well as this weekend we're going to be having our orchestra concert and lots of, I'm sure a lot of buzz and news about 14 will be out this week. So we're hoping that all of our players will enjoy throughout this week of E3.
Yeah, for sure.
そけん最後締めて。
今週末ドルビーシアターで待ってるぞ。
This weekend I'll be waiting for you at the Dolby Theater.
Job. All right, thank you guys very much. Yay, we did it.
See you weekend.
Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to our live broadcast from the show floor here at E3 on Square Enix Presents. Are you enjoying? I know we are. Right? Woo. Right, guys? Well, this week on our online store, you can save big on orders of $75 or more. You can get free shipping using the coupon code here, E3 2018, and you'll get this free lanyard as a gift when you order over $75. Pretty cool, huh? We'll have lots of other great merchandise on sale and discounted just this week in honor of E3, so be sure to check out all the details on our online store. Now, back to the show.